when I was young, I struggled so much with overthinking. It every day it affected me. It would be like so it wouldn't be like OCD overthinking where like I don't know, maybe you think you left the stove on, so you have to go downstairs to check if you left the stove on. Like I understand that overthinking, but what mine was is like if someone would say something, then like in a slightly different tone than usual, then I'd think, oh, they must hate me. And like, I'd go down this massive rabbit hole through my head, creating these false scenarios that would literally like, I'd, I'd end up being really upset. And what this done was it left my mind always on edge. I'd always feel like something is going to go wrong because if someone used like it's literally like down to the amount of Y's on their like hey message or okay message. Like I don't know, like I was really self-obsessed with all that. And coming out of it now, it's crazy to see how much of an effect overthinking had on me and how much control it had on my life. It might sound similar to your situation. And if it does, then just give this video a listen. I really think that journaling is something that everyone can learn from, even if you don't suffer with overthinking. But it really did cure all my overthinking. Like I don't overthink at all anymore. And it's just with that consistency of journaling, it's really helped me grow as a person. So when it comes to journaling, there's a few different forms of it. Some, there's deep journaling, there's gratitude journaling, there's meditation journaling, but we're just going to go into writing our thoughts down. So you can call this thought journaling. I don't actually know what it's called, but you just, it's as simple as getting a book, grabbing a pen, and just writing down everything that you're thinking. You could end up writing 8 pages. It doesn't matter. Just taking that time to just write down your thoughts. And the power of journaling, it's so big because you'll be writing and writing. And as you're writing down these thoughts that you might have not been able to fully digest yet, you start digesting it as you write it. So say if you've been overthinking about maybe like, I don't know, like a driving test or something, and you're really worried about this driving test and it's been haunting you and you haven't really got to it because you've been busy with work or you haven't really wanted to, just take time to actually think about it. Journaling your thoughts down about this driving test and saying like, oh yeah, like I'm really worried about this because this, and this. Your brain helps you come up with answers to those questions as you write. And it kind of stops those thoughts from becoming this crazy thing that, you create these illusions to yourself that aren't even real. And once you take time to journal these problems, then it's on the paper so you can kind of forget about it, right? So as soon as you write it down, it's there so you don't need to remember it anymore. You don't need to think about it anymore because if you need to find it again, it's on that book. And that's kind of what helps you stop those thoughts from occurring all the time. Like if you think about it, throughout your day, say if you have this one thought that's just going through your mind throughout the whole day and you don't have time to think about it yet. So it's just pondering on your mind like the whole fucking day. Like that's going to really ruin you. And that's going to take a lot of energy from you as well. Like a lot of emotional energy, mental energy. You don't want that. So I find that whenever you get a thought like that, just have your journal on you at all times, like in your bag or something like that. And once you get these thoughts that might be really negative or you're worrying about something that you can't really deal with right now, then just write it down. Just take half an hour, 10, 15 minutes just to put your thoughts in, just write it down, write down everything that you need to write down. And once you've done that, I mean, at least for me, it stopped pestering me because it's like I've said everything that I've needed to say. So if you've got up to this point in the video, then just grab a piece of paper or, you can do it on your phone if you want. It's more authentic to write it down on a piece of paper. But yeah, get a book, get a journal, get a piece of paper, get a pen, or just get your phone and just write about how your day's gone and just the thoughts that might have came into your head. It helps you become a lot more self-aware too. So, like once you start journaling and journaling, then you realize your negative thoughts that you might be picking up on. And, you can kind of catch yourself then when you're actually having these thoughts. Instead of having to journal, you can realize while you're thinking them, like, okay, I'm overthinking, or okay, I need to journal now because I know that this thought's going to get bad. You know, throughout doing this habit consistently, you end up picking up on these things, which end up helping you a lot with your thoughts, and it helps you to be more consistent too. And of course, with any habit, it'll just take consistency and patience just to get it right. I've been journaling for around 2 years now, and my mental health has skyrocketed. I've came from such a far place from when I was overthinking about absolutely everything that was said to me to now, like, I don't have a lot of worries with overthinking, and I don't have, like, it's not like my mind is battling me. Like, my mind isn't battling me anymore. And that's one of the really big benefits that's helped me keep going. And yeah, just stay consistent with it and just see how it goes. Give it a month. And if it doesn't benefit you, then, you can stop. But I'm telling you, it's made a massive difference to me, and it probably will for you. Another thing that I'd like to add to, just for the end of this video, is if you have been journaling for a while, and maybe you've been doing it for 6 months every day, or, most of the days you've missed about 20 days in 6 months, and you feel like, okay, like it's actually worked, my overthinking is gone, or like I feel so much better. The main thing to do is to not stop. Because once you stop, then things will start coming back in from the past. I had a big break period with the journaling around, I was doing it for a year, I think, and I fully had stopped overthinking all of that, all the bad thoughts are gone, and I just stopped journaling because I thought, okay, I don't need it anymore. And then they started coming back, and then I started to realize, oh shit, like I need to journal, like I didn't even realize. So keeping that consistency and just remembering that, just carry on doing it. It can just be a few sentences a day, like it's not that deep, but just keep it consistent, add it to your daily routine, and it'll make you such a better person. It'll improve your mental health so much. If you made it this far, then you can consider subscribing. It helps a lot. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.